Hello, class. It took me 5 hours to finally get that 9-minute intro video done. Yeah. And this one, I'm cutting it down to only 30 minutes. It's still going to take 2 hours to upload to YouTube. Okay, so that may be the only one I have in the morning. There'll probably be another one coming. So bear with me on that. A couple announcements. If you want to upload your worksheet to Power School, that is going to not be set up till later tonight, and it should have a page for each worksheet. And like I said, if you can use that app, you can upload it to Remind, and I can pull them off there. Remember to use my directions, okay? So both those will work, and then I will work out it from there. So yeah, let's go. Let's just get on with the class. I think that's it. So this is from your note worksheet that says Note Worksheet 1 for Marx. All right, so we're going over Karl Marx and Engels. So I do have a student I need somebody to talk to. And she's a very good student. She sits there quietly until I ask her a question. So I'm going to ask her to tell us a joke, all right? Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why couldn't the dung beetle go to the party?
Don't know.
He was on duty.
I don't even get that. Did you get that? I did not get that. Alexa, tell me another joke.
What has 2 wings, a tail, and breathes fire?
Dragon.
A chicken with heartburn.
I got that one. That's good. That's good. It's really not that good. Okay, let's go. So we're going to begin with, that's right, Karl Marx. And those are his years, 1818 to 1883. The next, which you know, of course, is the 19th century. So put that in there. Now, what nationality do you think that hairy guy is? Let's ask our smart student. Alexa, what nationality is Karl Marx?
Karl Marx was born in Germany in 1818.
Thank you. Thank you. I wish you guys could answer it that well. All right. So that's right. He's a hairy German. Everybody and their dog knows that. I think we all know that. And his religion was a Jew. And of course, that was his parents. He was kind of brought up that way. But his real religion right away was atheism. So put that down at the butt. What religion was he? And what was both his father and grandfather? They were both, his occupation, I'm sorry. Occupation, professor of economics and historian. You got that? That's his occupation. Now we go to his famous book, which is Communist Manifesto. We're going to be talking a lot about that, Communist Manifesto. So write that in. I got ahead of myself, so that's number 4. Number 5, the class he was born into, his early life, that would have been the middle class right there. Middle class at Tyre, Germany. Okay? He was a German, hairy German. Look at that guy right there. He's looking at you right now. All right, by the way, this is my own personal one right here. So I'm all set up to have power, little pointer there. All right. He was born in the middle class. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. His father and grandfather, both rabbis. Rabbis, right there. That's your answer. Rabbis. Okay, everybody knows that, especially my smart student here. All right. And agreed to be baptized as a Protestant so he would not lose his job as one of the most respected lawyers. And that means, no, he wasn't a devout Jew, because then he would have refused to be baptized a Christian. So now we're going off to the next slide. And no, we're not. At the age of 17, Marx enrolled into the Faculty of Law at the University of Bonn. James Bonn. Let's continue. His early life, that's who he married. Let's see how you pronounce her name. Alexa, who did Karl Marx marry?
Karl Marx was married once, to Jenny von Westphalen, from 1843 to 1881.
Thank you. Wow. I want to see you guys do that. Okay, let's continue. All right. They had 7 children together. And Marx became a member of the Young Hooligans, which is not Gilligan's. I love that show, Hooligans. And that would be number 10. What anti-Christian organization did he join at the university? Yeah, like Young Hooligan, that's us. Whoa. All right. Wait a minute. Let me dress up as a young hooligan. Just stay right there. That's right, I'm a young hooligan right here, yeah? That's what I look like when you're a young hooligan. Let's just all continue right now, okay? This group was radical critique of Christianity, radical, okay? Alexa, can you say radical?
I pronounce that radical, but I'm always working on how I say things and I might not have it right.
Okay, yeah, hey, she can say it. How about that? Yeah, okay, let's go. And he went into journalism, way into journalism, October 1842 until the Persian government shut him down. That's right, shut him down. After he married, he moved to France, Paris, France, that is. And so, I don't even know where we're at. Oh, we're at number 11. Who became his very best friend? His very best friend became Engels right there. See a little red light going back and forth? That's Frederick Engels, all right. And it's also where he became officially a communist. And he looked just like this. Okay, maybe not, a little hairier. All right, so now we're flying. Who kicked him out? Even France kicked him out. So is that yes or no? Yes, that is a yes or no. France did kick him out. Where did he move to? He moved to Brussels. Brussels. And how old was he when he wrote the Communist Manifesto? Wrong button. 30 years old. Right there. 30 years old, which is number 13. And who helped him? Right there, Engels helped him. Engels helped to write the Communist Manifesto. Alrighty, here we're having a lot of fun. By the 1850, Marx was living in London. He put all his efforts into his writings, and his family had to live in poverty. And so what was more important to him? Family or writings? Well, it was the writings that were more important to him. Right there, just right there, his writings, right there where they see that little red mark there. That's the one. All right, of those 3 children, 2 of them sadly ended up committing suicide. Not good. No, sad. Sad face. Okay, that's number 16 right there. Suicide, number 16. And 17, that's right. We have to learn some terms. The first term is the bourgeoisie. And that means these are the wealthy business owners, the bourgeoisie. So put that down, got that long line for you. Then, let us talk about the other folks. These are the white-collar workers. The other folks were the proletarians. That's the working class, the blue-collar workers, we would call them today. And so that's very essential in understanding what Karl Marx is talking about. But first, let us now ask some former students about these words right here. Stay tuned.
Hello, you know me, Jake. And we're a panel for to like remember stuff for your next section that we don't know what it is. But Father's going to tell us what it is. What is it, Father?
Karl Marx and Frederick Engels.
Oh, he's
The
a
hairy
communist.
Germans.
He's a
It's like
communist. He
bestiality.
invented communist. And who?
The co-writer was Frederick Engels.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The
That was his
Communist
like friend.
Manifesto.
Yeah.
I just know they like bestiality.
That was Kinsey.
That was
Yeah.
Wrong man.
Alright, what's next?
Okay, what about the people that were warring against each other? Were they called?
Bourgeoisie and the
Yes.
proletarians.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Proletarians.
And bourgeoisie, what language is that?
That's French.
Very good.
Like you.
No, I'm not French.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, you said you're French
French.
before.
No, I'm not. And yeah, so, and what did he write again?
Communist Manifesto.
Very good. All right, weren't those guys good? You'll see more of them. And remember, if you want to help me be in a commercial, just let me know, all right? So, I got to move down a little bit. Here we have the bourgeoisie and proletariat. So, next question says, which one was Karl Marx? Well, that's right. She knows, but let's ask you. It's the bourgeoisie. The educated class was also the bourgeoisie. So, now we're down to 20. Let's see if I got another one. He rewrote history. As class struggle, all of history has to do with economics. Okay, the Crusades was a religious war till Marx came along, and he said the only reason they were doing it for money. And any Marxist would tell you that. Even all the research said it had nothing to do with the money because it cost them. But a Marxist history professor will say everything had to do with money. So that's classic Marxism. So the answer is economics. At the heart of history is economics, right here, economics. Let's continue. It was the rich class, the bourgeoisie, against the common man, the proletarian. So number 21, who was it? It was the bourgeoisie against the proletarian. Class struggle. That concept never existed until Marx came along. So anybody talks about the we and the they, that's Marxism. That is number 21. So 22 is Marx's advice in the Communist Manifesto. What's he say? The working class must rebel against the wealthy and take over all the property. Okay, that's all you have to write. But if they own the property, that would be bad too, because ownership is bad. So the educated, like Marx and Engels, would have to have control of things. Let's take that apart. The first thing is, what must the working class do? Start writing this, hopefully you are. The working class must rebel against the wealthy, and take over all property. Okay? That's what you need to be writing down. And number 23, so for Marx, who should control the property? 2 words, and that is the educated. 2 words. The educated class is, I'm guessing, what I wanted. The educated class. So put educated class. So for Marx, who should control the property? Everybody got that? So class isn't on here. Just put educated class for number 23. So remember, if you're still writing this up here, you can pause it and write that, okay? Also, if you're doing this on your phone, it's not good because I don't think I have it big enough. In the future, I think it would be better, especially if I have somebody help me with the camera. They could zoom in on it. But for right now, this is the best I can do. If you do it on your computer, this is easy to read. Okay, we're on the back side. The back side says, no worksheet 2, Marx and Engels. So it says, according to Karl Marx, if the working class takes the land back, they should own it because that would be ownership again. So for Marx, who should control it? That's a rewording of the other question, the educated class. So Marx's motto, number 2, is workers of the world unite. There it is. That motto is very important because you'll see other people use it. And it's workers of the world unite. Anytime you see something like that, that's Marxism. Marx was the first one to coin this saying, which is very popular. People just take out workers and put whatever their cause is and say, of the world need to unite. So again, this is part of that class warfare that Marx is known for. All wars, he tells us, all wars were over economics. So for Marx, get rid of the property and no wars. So Marx tells everybody, look, I'm going to bring peace to the world. You get the economics straight and there'll be total peace. That's what Marx is saying. And a lot of people to this day are buying into that. So all wars are over economics. That again is why the Crusades were rewritten to be about economics. Let's continue.
Mock.
Yeah.
In.
Yeah. Bird.
Yeah.
She's got a
Mockingbird. Mockingbird. We're going on tour.
That's disgusting.
Next week.
All right, now we're at, Marx was right about one thing, and that was the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, and there were many, many terrible injustices in the workplace that needed correction and reform. All right? That he was right about. So he took an injustice. The workers were treated very unfairly. Engels writes about that. And he takes that and he says, I have the solution. And his solution was what? Oh, wrong button. But like cancer today, the cure was worse than the poison. Sometimes the cure is way worse. And so what he had for a cure, well, you know, don't live in China. All right. Marx's vision, in place of the old bourgeoisie society, with its classes and class antagonism, we shall have an association in which the free development of each is a condition for the free development for all. Isn't that lovely? There it is. It's the perfect world where everybody has everything they want and can do whatever they want when they want. That's the communist dream. Now, mind you, if you do any research on any communist country, you'll find out it was a communist nightmare. But Marx is selling this, and he's saying this is the dream. The perfect world where everybody has everything they want and can do whatever they want when they want. That is the Marxist dream. Okay? That is number 5. Number 5 on the back side. So again, if I'm going too fast, just pause it and then you'll see it. In fact, I'm going to take time out to zoom it right now.
Yeah. Row.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Virus is gonna kill you in 3 days. You better run.
Yeah, that didn't work very good. I need somebody operating the camera really bad. Let's keep going. Number 6. Sorry this was so long. Hopefully you can read it. There's a lot I need to do with the camera. According to Marx, the fulfillment of the communist dream required disappearance of an entirely corrupt class. So it says, according to Marx, what is necessary for the dream to come true? The disappearance of the entirely corrupt class. And when he means disappear, he means disappear. He says they can't remain alive. This whole corrupt class. We would call that corrupt class anybody who wants capitalism. That's the corrupt class. That's the way it's interpreted now using 20th century terms. So you have to start at the disappearance of an entirely corrupt class. Hopefully you have that. Now, number 7. So in Marx's world, if there is no God, there is no moral order. Then can people think exterminating is okay? So when we see his philosophy applied in the 20th century, keep in mind that there is no moral blame we can attach to the revolutionaries that killed literally millions to exterminate this class. And because he is an atheist, there is certainly no God to keep accounts. And so, yes, the first person, we're going to study that later, of Lenin that brought communists to Russia, though Stalin did more, he did kill millions. And so, so the answer was, can people think exterminating them is okay? The answer is yes. Number 10, what he called religion. Marx called religion, and this is a famous quote, the opium of the people. It's like a drug. They don't know what they're doing. The opium of the people. This term, constantly do I read articles that talk about that. opium of the people is what Marx called it. So that's a very important one. That's number 8. And so number 9, was Marx known for hating religion and everything he stood for? He explains, it is most unfortunate that people sometimes misuse religion by using it as a drug that dulls their morals and intellectual sensibilities. So, was he known for hating religion? Yes, he was. And did Marx believe in marriage? There is no question that Marx hated religion and everything it stood for. And what about on marriage? Marx, like many rationalists, believed that marriage was a human institutional. He did not believe in marriage, so he did not. So, he believed that in the perfect world there is no ownership of property. So there should be no institution with two people committed to each other. Nor should the children be owned by the parents. So he says, because there's no ownership, there should be no commitment to each other, no bond, and their children should not have a bond towards the parents. So the other question was, should couples have any concern for their children? No. So let's talk about a little bit more of Marx's own life, seeing that he really hated capitalism. He was a womanizer. Actually, he says, if I had income of 5,000 francs, I would do nothing but work to amuse myself with women. If there were not French women, life would not be worth living. So it says, what would Marx do if he had an allowance of it? He would amuse himself with women. There's the answer right there. Amuse himself with women. So there's no blank there, so you just have to write those 4 words. Amuse himself with women. Okay, again, if I'm going too fast, just pause it. So, number 12. What does Marx say he will have, what he has to make life worth living? Bad English. But the answer is French women. All right, number 12. French women. French women. So was he a womanizer? I think it's pretty obvious. And we're going to go over there too. So, Marx had an illegitimate child and asked Engels if he would take responsibility for the child so Marx could continue to look good. And Engels did. So he gets a girl pregnant, and I think it was his maid. We're going to have that later. And he says, Engels, would you take care of this baby? Which Engels does. Because it's important that Marx looks very sophisticated. Let's continue. Marx threatened to blackmail his own mother. That's how much he loved money. He blackmailed his own mother. He was sued several times for non-payment of debts. He angered his friends so much that at his funeral there was only 6 people there. Like any good atheist, he had his best friend Friedrich Engels give the eulogy. So, did he have an illegitimate child? Yes. Did he take responsibility? No. 15. Did Marx get along with his mother? No. Tried to sue her. Did Marx always pay his bills on time? No. Did Marx have a temper? Yes. How many people at his funeral? 11. And finally, number 17, who gave the eulogy? Friedrich Engels, right there. Friedrich Engels. Friedrich Engels. And number 18. Let's do 18. Pope John Paul II made him one of the 3 bastards of suspicion. And the 3 men, this is a review. I know, who, yes, Alexa knows. Anyway, so, who are they? They are Freud, Nietzsche, and of course, Marx. So number 18, the 3 is Marx right there, Freud, and Nietzsche. So hopefully you're getting that down now. We're almost done with this. I don't think it's going to be a half hour. So what I think I'm probably going to do, because I just said this one sheet is due, you can hand it in tonight or tomorrow. And I think I'm going to end it right there. That way my video's shorter. Is that a deal? Everybody good with that? Yeah. Let's do that. Okay, here we go. So now we're shifting. Everybody get that? Marx, Freud, and Nietzsche. Here we go. And all three were trying to be God. We talked about that. There he is, the other hairy guy. He's not German. His name is Friedrich Engels. So what years did he live? And that is 1820 to 1895. And what century is that? You got it, 19th century. And, oh, he was a German. I did not know that. I'm going to double check that. Hang on. Alexa, what nationality was Friedrich Engels?
I don't know that one.
All right, we're not talking to her anymore. He was a hairy German, and his occupations: journalist, philosopher, businessman. Okay, you can't see businessman because he's a hairy guy over here, but journalist, philosopher, and businessman. Write that down for number 21. Everybody write that down for 21. Got that written down? All righty. His parents were both Lutherans, so that's pretty simple. Lutherans, but guess what he was? I don't even know if I have this. Yep, I don't have it. He became an atheist also, so put atheist there. I gotta get rid of that. Okay, so both his parents were Lutherans. Again, if I'm going too fast, pause it. And he wrote, famous book was Communist Manifesto. And when I was in college, they had me read this other book, and that was The Condition of the Working Class in England. That's his other book. So it says two famous books. Communist Manifesto, comma, Conditions of the Working Class in England. Those are the two books. So I'm going to zoom in on this for just a I can't zoom in on it because, oh, I can zoom on it maybe when I edit it. I might try that. There's a trick I know how to do that might be able to zoom in on some of these. So when you were saying why Father's saying he's zooming in when he just zoomed in, it's because I'm doing that trick, all right? So we got a lot more to do, and because I want to keep this video small, because it's still going to take an hour and a half to upload it, I'm going to end it right now. So today is school day, and if you have any questions, I'll actually be working on the next video in the morning, which is right now when you're watching this, unless you're doing it late Sunday night, like Ethan, and anybody else that stays up till 2 a.m. So I'll see you there, and I'm going to do my survey today. So I'll probably tell you to watch the video, and then later on I'll do my survey. All right, that's all I got for you people. Adios.